Hi folks, we are back at the World Cup. So the Slovenia-France match is being decided. It's 3-3 at the moment, as you can see here. And game 7 is about to be played between Katja and Argento. And we actually don't have any time to look at the decks because the players have just started. So we go straight into it. By the way, Saraaa is here with
So, how
me.
are you feeling about this matchup?
Yeah, so the matchup itself, as we found in testing, is alright. The problem is, of course, that we have Argento here, who is one of the very best players in the world, and for Katja, not really a new player as such, but of course, this is her first proper tournament game in this setting, right? So it's
Yes, and Valyrian still is a tricky deck, has a lot of tricks that you have to be careful of. And I think we covered in testing some of the biggest threats, so I think if you don't want to see the fresh recruits and have all the board duped with the stewards and stuff. And I think Iron Emmet can sometimes cause problems for this deck if you're not careful of him.
yeah, the Argento version of Valyrian still plays Morgulis and Harris. Connections problems immediately, that's not a good
Okay.
sign. Morgulis and Harris and plays the father into Morgulis potentially, so it removes stuff from the board fairly successfully. However, the Dothrakis jump quite a bit, so with Womb, if you get that in play, you get, of course, the characters back to hand at the end of the phase, and with overwhelming numbers potentially as well, so some chance not to suffer those kill and removal effects in the plot phase for Targaryen here.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is the question of gaining power. So the wall is the main win condition. It can be defended a lot of the time in this deck, and Argent also plays a copy of Lord Commander. A long claw
Yeah,
as
I
well.
think Long Commander on Craster is a really strong combo.
Oof.
And Garrett actually will need your faction card quite often.
Okay, so this is an interesting start. So the wall in play in round 1, not always
Mm.
the decisive thing here.
Yeah, and there's a lot of beacon for Katya's side, but not a very strong board. Hopefully she has some events in hand. I think the really good one is obviously Consuming Flames because so many characters are in range of that. And it burns through dupes and also gives you the unopposed if you try to defend the wall with the small ones. That's pretty good, but I'm sure Jacto is going to play around this.
Yeah, and doesn't bother with the gates to get Gates of the Moon,
Hmm.
even though he has
Well, I
nothing.
suppose he goes Maiden first, then at the gates, which I think is alright. He was randomly selected to win initiative, so um, gets Kati to go first, which we found is it's probably not the best here. Usually you do want to go first with the Trakis, of course, but in this matchup, probably better to have Nightwatch go first, and you have Womb of the World, which is always great to see in the start.
Yeah, good start here.
You would want an extra character on the board, though.
I'm sure it's coming. 6 gold
Yeah.
left. There's 35 in the deck. Okay, so.
Okay, Marshal's Algo. There's sometimes use for him, but not right now. There's no summer. There's one sum. Actually, there's not gonna be a lot of use for him. There's only one summer in the deck on our side, and then you kind of count that your opponent's going to play some summers as well.
But Argent, of
And you
course,
have Mace
doesn't.
Raymond. It's not great.
Yeah, so any chance of an early pressure with military, it's going to be tricky now. No power icons for Argento yet, and here we are.
Here we are. But actually, no attachments, so something's probably coming in the challenges.
Well, at the moment, the wall could be net if you hit Khal Drogo with Womb.
Yeah. Just a normal card that can just hit Khal Drogo and put it into play for free. Completely valid.
I mean, top 5. It's a weak search effect.
It's a big search effect, but it happens surprisingly often. So one is not going to do that much. It's a normal military claim. And I think Argento is free to defend this because there's no gold left for consuming flames. Oh, but actually it doesn't. That's interesting. Alright. Maybe happy to let unopposed go and collect some power back.
Yeah, not super crucial to defend the wall early on. So what do we hit? Nothing?
Oh, actually it doesn't hit anything. That's unfortunate.
Helps, of course, with the strength boost as well, the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's net. I wonder if there's any use in doing other challenges.
Well, I think power will be either unopposed or he can do power back if he defends, so I suppose you can do that. And you can't win it on defense now because Boom just hit nothing. Mm. Okay.
Yeah, slightly unusual start here. 5 cards in
Yeah,
hand for
maybe,
Katya, and all the econ.
maybe, maybe an early first snow is should be considered here.
Yeah, it would be nice if there was an attachment for Viserys to this card.
Yeah.
So does she
Well, the
want to
problem is
defend?
actually now you're almost in a like the Night's Watch will actually win the military back, and that's not great. I mean, win the military back. Could win the military back, right, with one attachment. Thing and has to be weapon, but there's a what's practice blade. Yeah.
Yeah, there's several options actually.
Mm.
Yeah, first snow leaves it with 2 Dothrakis against just an unduped Aemon at the moment. And
Yeah.
Argento is a little bit weak on econ, having failed to play at the gate, so can just play a ranging party and something else. And then after first snow, you could go the mother. That's usually a good plan because Night's Watch repopulates.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll try to defend this, and if it doesn't work, then unfortunately, I think that's it for Viserys, which is a shame in
Yeah.
this matchup.
It's a shame. Yeah. Uh,
Ah,
Although whatever attachment does come in, he would discard. So yeah, that's not too bad.
yeah, Argento
And
doesn't have any. I mean, he probably might have marshaled something, right, to get a card or a gold in marshalling if he had it.
mhm.
So weird start, but he does take the lead, which is unusual.
Well, I suppose it's not too bad if you can then do challenges back. I do think it would be best if you go into first snow now.
Can't even play a good smith at the moment for
Yeah,
the womb.
there's I would think first no. Okay. Goes for a two claimer. Interesting.
And here is the icon. So now when first snow is played, he has half a chance of getting a ranging party or something. I mean, 2 claim could turn into 3 claim.
Yeah.
Could turn into Khal Drogo does 2 military challenges as well. Then you'd have to have a lot of charts to withstand all of that.
Yeah, maybe Katya is waiting for some attachment for Viserys because that was quite a useful thing. I think in one of our games in testing, she complained that she only has Viserys like maybe twice, right? Not realizing that some of us don't have Viserys even once, right?
Yeah.
Um, well, Argento goes first, and it's interesting to see if he wants to do some challenges. I think uh, in testing, we suggest probably going to mostly doing challenges on um, going second, so Argento mostly skips challenges. But
Prefers to grab the goal this time for Woodsman.
and puts Ghost into play, which is another save, which can help establish the board, but still not a good board to survive for snow. Ah, but there's fresh recruits, so now things are getting dupes.
Yeah, I mean, Hob is getting duped, and I guess you can search for a third aim on either one because they're both
No,
stewards.
no, yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can do both. It's just Stewart, right?
But that's pretty much it. You could search for the one cost Chad, I guess, and the builder. And
Perhaps he has one of them duped in hand. I mean, duped in hand. You know what I mean? Um, Hilder can be annoying, but right now there's not that much. Mm.
yeah, now we also have to be a little bit careful because he could claim the non-duped ones to withstand this military and then go into Morgulis.
Mm. Yes. And takes Raging Party, that's the one that's gonna need to survive for snow if it's played next round. But I think if it's then Morgulis into the first snow, it's still not particularly great.
Okay, so Khal is just marshaled. He usually okay. If he gets killed, sucks, but there is a way to resurrect him. And here comes
And Fury,
Fury
Fury puts Kalas.
Raiding Kalaster.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's potentially 3 claim. There's not a lot of defense on the military, 0 gold, so both could get through, and that's 5 claim. There are 8 characters counting dupes, and saves actually 9. Oof, kill, can't kill all of
Yeah, I
them.
think potentially a good play would be to just go into a huge power challenge, then do first snow to get rid of the dupes and some of the board, and then do the big military challenges.
Well, let's see what Womb brings. It's going to get quota here.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, you could get 2 claim intrigue, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
I might consider military first with 3 claim here if you can.
Well, potentially you want to do power first if you can stand Drogo, but that seems questionable.
Yeah, but if you go military with 3 claim, then you see what Argento does. If he takes dupes, that's oof. And if he doesn't want to take dupes, he's going to have to take 3 of the characters that would be there to defend other challenges. And this one you need to win by 5. Can you do that?
Well, it depends if she has overwhelming numbers or not.
No, this is 3 claim.
Yes. Mm. Okay. That's nice.
Mm. And now probably you should also try to kneel the wall. I mean, it's not
Well,
super crucial. Argento is now down to 0 power.
yeah. If there is some power on the faction card, it is a bit better if you want to get to actually to get to 15.
There's a lot of defense on the intrigue, so you can't push that through very reliably. With both characters you could. If there's no strength boost, probably there isn't at this point. But yeah, military here. You could do it separately. I mean, Argento could, I don't know. The problem is 0 gold. With 1 gold you can do a lot. With 0 not so much. You could play Sweet Sleep, get gold, then play Water Dancer Sword or something like that.
Yeah, you could play something that's a bit better than Sweet Sleep if you have
Sworn to the
Sworn
Watch.
to the Watch or yeah, or Noble Lineage. You put it on Season Woodsman, you get some gold back. Okay.
He can defend 2 though,
Um,
so you could do 2 separately. Would be nice to get both of them to get 4 claim here, but we'll see
mm.
if it
She goes
happens.
with two of them, which makes me think maybe there is still overwhelming numbers.
For another raiding Khalasar, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, only icon at the moment, so next military will kneel the wall if nothing comes in. And yeah, not doing intrigue, which is
Mm.
slight shame. So this is only worth it really if you can increase the claim even further. Okay, it brings Koholo
Okay.
in. So these characters go back, they're not wasted, so
Hmm.
that's not such a big deal. Koholo can
Yeah,
do
and
an
gets
intimidate.
intimidate. So I think maybe she does want to do the intrigue more reliably. And um, if he saves one with Maester Aemon's ability, then it's an unopposed intrigue actually.
Yeah, I think Argento might now start claiming the non-duped ones and go Morgulis.
Potentially.
Then we'll see, I
It
think.
is a shame if you have to claim Gareth because Gareth would kneel a faction card on the Morghulis turn, so you can't. Yeah. That makes sense. Not using Aemon's ability.
Okay, now what? Second military or intimidate the intrigue icon? Well, you can intimidate the intrigue icon anyway. Thing is, so one thing kneels the wall, which you do want some power on the faction card to steal on your power challenges, but maybe Argento wins dominance anyway. And you could switch into this mode, right, where you try to stay ahead. So she's ahead now, 5-0, and kneeling the wall and denying Argento any power is a possible thing to do. But then denying him cards, he has the hob though, so it's difficult to deny him the cards.
Yeah, but right now, if you use quota for military, I think you have to claim probably Garrett if you want to keep all the saves. Ah, that goes for entry. That's fair enough as well. Not sure if there's a way to defend. Is Little Bird free? No, Little Bird costs 1, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to turn it into 5-3, or yeah, 5-3 instead of 6-1.
Ooh, and discards Craster, that's very good. And Tattersword. I think that was a very, very good one.
Yeah, that's some defense against First Snow. I mean, Morghulis is a good defense to First Snow because Aemon and Hob survive. Okay, they go back. But I don't know. Uniques die here, so Hago, Ago, Drogo.
You could consider going into the Harris. Actually, if you go into the Harris and you go the Harris first, it will actually also remove Ghost potentially.
Yeah. I think military was the thing to do here this round. Be another 2 claims, so have to kill Garrett and get rid of Ghost. Or take dupes and forget about Morghulis. I mean, Argento could try to survive with playing the Harris, but it's not great. Could even get rid of Drogo and
you
keep
do
the
the
other
Harris
3.
now. I think I would go into the Harris now, and if you get Morghulis, shame, and then if you don't get Morghulis, it's not too bad either. You get Drogo and Hago, for example, and all right. The mother. Well, I think the Harris was really the thing to do here.
Yeah, now they all die. And Viserys even has nothing. So Argento has 4 gold, which is just about enough for 1 character. Now the characters that have survived are no longer duped unless he finds another fresh recruit or the other dupes, and then First Snow will hit. Although I think Argento might play the Smith into First Snow, get rid of Womb that round. And Seasoned Woodsman still here to have attachments. Play it back on it. Not good.
Yeah, no, actually everything survives.
That's not a good plot choice here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Mother was the thing to do after First Snow, I think.
I would say I really think the Harris would be better because it would get rid of Ghost. Even it wouldn't be a disaster if he doesn't get Morghulis immediately.
And Deacon now actually with these characters might even deny the Mother altogether, so we'll do nothing at all. Oof, okay. Now it's even difficult to push the challenges through. However, 11 gold to work with, plus Womb. Still have an Aegon in shadows and another
But
Blood Rider
honestly,
somewhere.
Aegon is not that crucial because there are two Raiding Calisars in rotation right now.
Mm.
Probably if you can even marshal one of the Calisars. And this one has stealth and plus strength, so it's not too bad. And there's no claim, so you really don't have to defend any of the challenges. Leave, if Woom brings something in, you get double claim and then you get first snow.
Yeah, should really use those markets a little bit to
Yeah.
get overwhelming numbers back. So I guess you can pass the first action window. See, trigger the Womb after Argento passes. See what happens. Yeah, he was always going to pass. Has all the icons though, so not much you can do. You can try to claim power. Actually, you can, if you start Raging Party, you can get Khal Drogo back from the dead pile, hopefully.
You can't get Khal Drogo back because the faction card is not.
Oh, that's so annoying. Okay.
Right, you get all this stuff in. Honestly, that's usually super annoying for when it happens. Challenge and then go into first snow, maybe. And there's still Voom left. Could stealth Season Woodsman actually, because
Well, let's see what we get.
yeah, nothing much.
Let's you keep him in play, I think. Oh, he was going to be in play
He was
anyway.
going to stay in play anyway, so yeah.
So the dupe will return to hand, which is not that bad. It can come after the Harris.
Yeah.
Now, any chance to push challenges through? Not so much.
You can do. Yeah, you can just do intrigue.
Intrigue with both.
You do intrigue, then go into first snow. I think that should be decent enough.
Yeah, that's alright. And after first snow, you could have Vanquish now.
Why just miss Sunday? I suppose if he wants to defend, but he can defend the with just one. And this one is also going to defend.
5-1, going to turn into 5-4 again. However, we still have first snow.
Interesting. Do you think that the last card is nightmares?
Apparently not. I would have won 2 challenges. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, still not too bad. Unfortunately, first snow will also nil the faction card because it's an omen and will work with Garrett.
Yeah, that's a bit annoying.
Nothing for Hop this round. Now Argento has the econ.
Yeah, but if first snow is played, there could be a situation where you don't have much that you can put in.
I think he probably might play the Smith now. I mean, Riddle doesn't do anything for him. He could always play that.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you can hit Marge, but that's usually in favor of the Drake deck rather than the... Yeah. That makes sense.
Okay, but Koto is in hand now, right?
Yeah, I think that's no harm to get rid of Koto.
Argento
And
goes
actually,
first.
oh, that's interesting.
Did he misclick? Probably not. Probably he's thinking I will not survive military claim if I can only marshal one character, so. Just do military with or power with ranging party before he dies or something like that. I don't know.
Although the one thing that's a bit unfortunate is Missandei doesn't go back to hand, so you don't have the extra card in hand after first snow, which can be discarded and put back.
Yeah.
But you have the whole Womb still standing.
Yeah, no, Smith, there is a copy of Seized. And if he has fresh recruits, he could have an additional character survive, maybe even 2, if he has one in hand that can be dupable.
Well, that's the second fresh, the first fresh recruit's gone. He has 3, or he has 2?
3.
3, yeah, makes sense.
Okay, I have to
You
go
only
to
have
the
2.
toilet quickly, see what the situation is when I come back.
Alright. Yeah, so I suppose you either want to have some dupes or there's Janus Slint that can replace one of the smaller ones, but that discards him. You can't replay it after. But you really, I think, probably want is the dupe for Maester Raymond if you can find it. Yeah, Craster works just as well. Survives the first snow and then. Yeah. Yeah, to absorb double military claim that's possibly coming. Ah, and he has seized for the womb. That's a bit unfortunate, but I think it's still you still have enough gold to marshal Koto. Koto's 5. You have 6 gold and 1 reduction, so you would keep 2 gold if you had some events in hand. But doesn't bestow it, or maybe he's thinking about it. I don't know. If that action window's passed already. Yeah, it doesn't bestow it, so it's going to go away next round. Presumably, maybe plans to and has Janus Celine. That's one that you wanted. So 3 characters, and with Practice Blade, there is a decent chance to. Did I miscount the gold? Oh, yeah, I miscounted the Gates of the Moon gold. So, You could, yeah, do quota. Maybe there's something else in hand. Just don't marshal the 3 casters by mistake.
Okay, I do not like what I'm seeing.
Yeah, Casters comes in and Janus, and you have seized on the womb, so some pretty good answers.
Nothing bestowed on seized, but yeah, the smith still to come, right?
No, I suppose, yeah, he's coming, he's planning to go into smooth. But Koto comes in for 4 and you have 3 left, so you can play a whole, what's the search event? Blood of my blood.
I suppose so.
And still to claim military coming, overwhelming numbers, of course, would be the perfect one. Argento could actually now try to do a military challenge, but I think you can defend with Koto and kill him at that
Yeah,
point.
if if you're going to play to claim military into marched, that's
Mm.
not the worst thing. Although he has the eco now to repopulate, that's the thing. Okay, so blood of my blood is the event. So this searches everything, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the whole deck, but I think it has just Blood Riders, so
Yeah, it's going to get Rakara or something like that.
yeah, the problem is there are 2 that are dead already, and 2 that are in play. So get this devoted Blood Rider. You might just yeah.
Rakara was still alive, I think.
Well, actually now she's winning. She's winning Intrigue Challenge if he doesn't do anything else. So pretty decent as well. Actually gives them strength boost, so
Hmm.
not a bad call. Will Argento put an attachment in? Probably has something that's strength boost for one.
Yeah. No.
Hmm.
I was thinking because he didn't bestow anything. I guess he thinks he's going to play the smith anyway. So although he currently doesn't have an attachment if seized goes.
Yeah. And since goes before you can trigger the Smith, right? It's starting of the marshalling.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I suppose you will marshal something
I
else.
think this
I think
one,
you can
yeah, you have to
let
let
this one
go
go.
because then you can kneel the wall as well. No use protecting your power here and not doing two claim back.
Mm-hmm. Well, but you do want to do 2 claim military at this point.
Yeah, can you do it without using Jogo? I think so.
I don't know. This guy only has 3 strength, so I think +3 strength is a realistic one. You ambush with. Oh, you can. Oh, you can't ambush with the blade, right? The water dancer sword. Yeah, but if now. Yeah, you would have to let this one unopposed and kill Koto to get both power and military back.
Mm-hmm.
Might be worth it though.
Yeah, it's a consideration. But you could also just kill the guy that is about to leave play. Okay, he
Mm.
goes actually back to hand. Hand is a good area.
Yeah, I think, but and now you have to choose between the power and the military.
Could
But
play.
I think you have to go military now.
You could play both and go into a marched. Hmm. Yeah, tough decision. Have to go power first if you're going to do both because Craster's ability could be considered.
Yeah,
It's
not
rarely
sure.
triggered, but it could be considered. It would be slightly annoying. Okay,
Mm.
so Argento's going to stay ahead on power. So sacrificing a little bit of that for the aggro here. Could kill the two that are not Crester, then sacrifice him to bring two back.
Maybe.
Would be so nice to do a power challenge here now as well.
Oh, and I
Ah,
actually goes for it. Interesting.
so that brings Blood Rider back, who will now stay in play.
Will he? Okay. And now you can do March, right? March, one of them.
I suppose so, yes. But now it's really important
Okay.
to get some to claim power challenges, because 16 minutes left. Wall is there.
Yeah, I think Katya might be a bit confused about this one because that never happens.
Hmm.
Do you go for March now?
You could go Vanquish.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, no.
Micha?
Yeah. So the Smith and
March, I think, for Katya.
what does Argento have left? The Father he hasn't played and the Riddle, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Riddle can't be played, I think, if
yeah,
you...
since March is one of the two realistic plots, he's not going to Riddle here. That would be suicidal. He's going to play the Smith for sure.
Although, Vanquish, if you go Vanquish and you go into a big power claim, but I think probably you want to go first March and then do the big power claim. Huh, okay. Well, let's see.
Yeah, he's going to marshal so much stuff. You just
You
let
might
him go
want to go
second.
first now.
No, let him go first. Yeah.
Okay, sure. I would consider going first now because these two are now like decently strong.
Yeah, if you could kill them and then get some unopposed from that, but he's going to marshal 4 characters now.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, let's hope there's another round left. I think it should be, it's 13 minutes, should be at least one more.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could trigger Womb in marshalling if you see the Smith. It's there's some tricks you can do with that because you can get a character and then dupe it, but and not maybe in pure Dothraki as much. Works with Aegon's ability sometimes.
Okay, and Mr. Muir is really going to be annoying now. And what's the shadow card that's here? Do we know?
There's Janus Lind who is already in play, And these
Blackbird or
blackbirds,
Tattersalt?
yeah, Tattersall probably not going to have the gold. Now Blackbird is one, so he
Ah,
he can
well,
forget about the wall and doesn't have an attachment now to near this, unless he puts one in with Valyrian Steel. Yeah,
yeah, he's.
Blackbird can stand the wall after the last challenge is done, so the wall will trigger. So now super important to get power claim, I think. It's so difficult to
And
kill the wall.
there's Aegon in Shadows now, so.
Yeah. I mean, you can get 4 claim power if you get another Kalasar, right?
Well, he can name one of the Kalasars for Maester Mulin.
Yeah. For one of the challenges.
Yeah, for power, presumably, maybe.
Hmm.
Do you go Aegon first? I think, maybe. I think you have to do Aegon first. Come on. Ooh, what? Nah? I don't think she meant to do that. Hmm. Ah, that's really bad.
What's going on? I clearly have some.
No, she finished her challenges, and I think she misclicked that.
Oh, okay.
Ah, that's so bad. Why?
Stop screaming. We are recording this. People can hear you. Yeah.
Ah,
Okay. So that's now game.
that's so bad.
Yeah, 3 claim power swing and then have another round. That was it was very interesting. Could have gone either way. I think Argento still has a great position with standing the wall on demand basically with Blackbird, but it was interesting. But now I don't think she can come back. She's too far behind.
Yeah, you have to go now with March to the wall, I think. Because the other ones, the hair is still left. So just, yeah. Well, that's actually great. Can Argento come to 15 if he goes first with Lord Commander?
Sounds unlikely.
Can Katya go to 15?
No.
No. So.
Well, there's Reading Kalasars available still.
So one in hand and one in discard pile.
Yeah, if it's a quick round, she then has to do Harris herself, right?
Yeah.
And here come the dupes. I think there's another Meister Raymond somewhere, and could now search for another seasoned woodsman or a Shadow Tower Mason or something. Could search for Benjen, which is the worst thing.
Mm-hmm. It would be nice to have another round, even if it's to Harris, so yeah.
Are they a little weak on this occasion? Yeah, now actually going second might have been better in hindsight.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good character.
I think you should just go all in on power now because you have to swing it. Actually play fast now. Because I think no way that you're ahead on power.
Well, if
Can't even
it's
do military
if
because
it's
of
two claim power, that's yeah,
three
no.
claim power. Three claim power. If you do three claim power, intrigue, and pass, I think. Probably have to be able to defend power as well. But okay.
Yeah, could be something for Plaza there.
Miss Sunday. Please, just
I
please,
mean,
let's go fast.
Khal Drogo should be found here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now just don't do military, defend power if you can.
9-6. Yeah, if this had happened on the previous round with Vanquish, that would have been much, much better.
Yeah. Just do intrigue, defend power. I think that's all you have to do. Yeah. I don't know if you can defend power, but I think this 10, the Tracheon Regat is actually pretty...
Yeah, Tinker Giant might leave this now. Oh, no, he defends.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know if there's something else other than Blackbird.
Yeah, could be Tattersalt.
Yeah, of course.
Hmm. Okay.
Well, you can't defend power, but you can oppose it. So if you have opposed power, then that's... I don't know. Might as well stand the Tracheon. Just don't do military challenge, please.
Tinker Giant will do 2 challenges, and that should be enough stuff to waste the time here. Oh, she's going to do it anyway, so that's game over because Penchant will get the power and the wall will be +2.
Yeah.
Yeah, sad to lose like this on basically an Iron Throne misclick.
Mhm.
Kind of mentioned that possibility here because Katja is playing for the first time in this online environment in the tournament, and yeah, unfortunately. But good thing that it's against friends who are tough anyway, and you don't. Maybe it's not going to be the decisive match in this group. Although getting a fourth win here would be very good for us.
Can we click a heater?
I'm gonna have to mute you if you make sounds like that.
Click fast. Ene keer al bier.
I mean, it's going to be 14-8, so
Ah, well, then it doesn't matter, right?
if you can imagine a 3 claim power swing the previous round as well, then that's what 11-11. Then that
Mm-hmm.
would have been the close game we wanted. We're going to reach another round. Argento's not going to slow play here to get the win.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think just please click. Come on, come on. Yes. Hmm. Well, I don't think there's now much chance, but still, yeah,
No, there's no chance.
no chance to get to 15. There's now Drogo in hand, so can you do two challenges with Drogo? Unlikely.
I mean, with the Harris, Benjen was a 5 cost. Really, letting Argento kill Benjen was the big mistake there that sealed it for me. So would be without his ability would be 12-8 now, and
Mm-hmm.
he might be gone for.
And then actually, I think you had the decent chance to defend, to defend both of the challenges. Don't get the unopposed. Maybe even you could even defend power. I think he would have to go power with both of them to defend against the 10 cost, the 10 strength army that had 8 strength or whatever.
Mm.
But yeah, okay. It was so close.
So there's Khal Drogo in hand now. He has renown into challenges, although the father will get him.
Well, imagine Khal Drogo, his little attachment. Do 3 challenges with him, get 3 renown, get 2 claim power, get an unopposed, maybe.
Yeah, stop dreaming.
What's
It's not
the.
happening.
Sure. Just thinking about the scenarios. Overwhelming numbers to get 3 claim power. Okay, that's not a great card to have now.
And if it is that result, might come out to search for Craven, although the reserve is 4.
If now there's Craven, that would be so unfortunate. Even insubordination would be annoying at this point, I think. It's not a whiteboard. Please not Craven. Come on. Let's not have Craven. Swear to the world, that's great.
He keeps coming back.
Yeah. And the problem is now if the last card is actually you can't risk a fake challenge because if the last card is a Lord Commander that just wins. I just yeah, I would just do power to all of them. Hope there is overwhelming numbers. I mean, she knows it. There's overwhelming numbers, obviously, but yeah. And to get another overwhelming numbers, there's three in the rotation, and
Well, whatever the theoretical two cards could be, um, there's nothing that wins the game here.
I suppose. Especially the stealth one. No, why? No, 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 raiding colors are as well, please.
I clearly have some lag because you scream in my ear before I see the decisions that were made.
Maybe. No, but you see when you're selecting stealth, that the raiding colors was not selected. Overwhelming numbers? Yes, you have to have overwhelming numbers now. Okay. That's then the game.
Well, that was kind of my prediction for France to win 5-3. We had
Excuse me. I hope that you at least try to win your game.
well, if you let me finish my thought. So I thought, just looking at the matchups, we won one that I thought we were going to lose, and we lost both of those questionable ones, or two of the three actually that were in the balance. I thought so. In the end,
Yeah, I
get
lost everything,
the
so it's
same
honestly
five
my
three
fault.
result. Uh, I have the game against Gabriel last to get a draw potentially, but that's honestly the worst of them all. In testing, I think we played about 6 games and I never won one. So I don't think it can be done unless he just gets a horrible draw somehow.
Yeah, there's some cards. There's some cards. We have chances.
Blackbird's going to stand it, but
But honestly, look, if you had overwhelming numbers and you could do a challenge with the Drogo, then do another challenge with the Drogo, and overwhelming numbers would give you a 3 power claim, so 3 power claim, 2 renounce on Drogo. That's, yeah,
It's not
so
15
close.
though. And then he just gets removed from the for the father if Argento somehow magically doesn't get to 15, but he will, of course.
Yeah, I mean, he will now, obviously. Can just pass. No, but like then you also have like potentially, if you stand Drogo, then you have 2 other challengers. One of them can be unopposed. I think you could get to 15.
No. Mhm.
Yeah, but you needed overwhelming numbers. If she has overwhelming, yeah, it's not the time to play them.
Sorry if you can hear that. There's some car alarm going off.
Can't hear anything.
Well, this last round is taking a bit too long because it is game over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think Argento will pass. Or is he going to do an intrigue challenge?
Or is he going to bring Blackbird out of shadows and stand the wall?
Was a Rose Road. Lots of econ.
Yeah.
Missing some of the events at the end. She had some, so can't really complain. The womb didn't always hit. There was one miss.
No, I think it's just, yeah, it's unfortunate for that one.
And there we are. So close game. Could have gone our way, but France gets it. And yes, so last one to come tomorrow evening, and we are not looking forward to it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we have this discussion. I mean, it was obviously a misclick. And then Katya, some players would have said, okay, I misclicked that, can we just do it manually? Which is a huge hassle and takes up time. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Argento would have allowed it, but
Yeah.
it's gone now. So yes, let's end the video here. Thank you for being with us and see you next time. Probably not
Bye
in Game
bye.
8 because
Yeah.
I'm not recording that if I'm going to lose. So
I just recorded for the sake of it.
okay, and then I'll be back in round 2. Bye bye.
Bye bye.